Hi guys, IAIS 96 here, excuse me. And today I'm going to do a detailed look at my Athearn built HO scale Iowa Interstate GP38-2s. Now this video goes to Joe. I hope you enjoyed my videos because this is actually for you, because I'm going to do a comparison with your MTH GP38-2 scale compared to mine, because you said some of yours had a little bit of wrong stuff, or they could have done a little better, but you said your MTH has a lot of detail. My one's pretty good detail too. They did really well on the locomotives. The few things is these things right here, the grab-ons below the, not the handrails, but the grab-ons on the below the, okay, right there. Where I zoomed up right there, that's where the grab iron right there supposed to be yellow. But these engines look very beautiful. These two engines came out a while back, numbered 708 and 711 at the back. These engines are great, and also I'm taking a video of them because these engines has also been upgraded. These engines were DC, now they're DCC, but today video is just going to be a detailed look at them. So anyway, the locomotives are great. They're great looking. They're very, very detailed. And also the tanks. Also, and here's also from Joe. You said your tanks were right here, like right here, longer. My tanks are just the same size as the real ones. But here's another one, a wrong thing. The horn is in the wrong spot. It's supposed to be right here. But these engines are great looking engines. They've been good to me and stuff like that. Then the back, going into the back of the locomotives, they were really nice. The handrails are very detailed. The steps are just right and stuff like that. So the steps are just right. They're yellow. The couplers are a little different. The 708 has metal couplers, 711 has plastic couplers, but I didn't have any problems yet. Here's 711, beautiful locomotives again. They're built by Athearn. The trucks are plastic. They are very detailed. See, the trucks are just so detailed. The gas tanks are really well, fuel tanks. They also have an emergency fuel system. Well, fuel thing. Hold on. Got a little blurry there. Well, they got a fuel system right there. Right there. That's pretty nice. And it's just, this looks so realistic. I mean, it looks just like the real models. I mean, this just looks like somewhat this camera view right now, it just looks like you're very up close to the real ones. Iowa Interstates, they are DCC, but they do not come with sound. You said that, Joe, about, oh, do they come with sound? No, I'm sorry, but I did make them DCC. They run great and stuff. Now the lights, I want to talk about the lights. Now this is obviously DCC locomotive. The light used to be all like in the cab, just covering up the cab, and the light would turn on the cab. But now a guy made it just straight out here, so that makes it a lot better and stuff like that. As we go on to the top of the locomotives, they are looking very well. Everything looks just right. The radiator's in the same great spot and stuff like that. I mean, this looks just like a real engine, except the horn's in the wrong spot. But overall, this engine's really well detailed. The vents are great. Also, they had the ladders down here. There's black ladders. I believe these are the right colors. The ladders, the black ladders are the right colors. They are just beautiful. One of my favorite engines I like. And they're just beautiful locomotives. 711's the same thing and stuff like that. They're both powered units. I don't have any dummy units like you do. Joe, you said your 711's a dummy unit, and you said you're going to make it powered eventually. But you said you're going to buy another GP38 powered one and swap body shells. That seems great, Joe. Hopefully you do that. So, yeah, these engines are really great and stuff like that. These engines been around for 3 years. I don't know if you can find HO scale Jeep 38s. They're not that common, but in '09 they announced them, and in '10 they were just shipped out. So these engines are great. The gas tank's great and stuff like that. Joe, on your MTH Jeep 38s, my one doesn't have as much detail, not as much warning labels, but it does have that hole right there for the, I think for water or stuff, how much water is in the compressor, I don't know. I think it's for a water thing, I think. I know a Jeep 38 does not have this hole. If it's just a straight 38, it doesn't have this hole. The Dash 2s have this water gauge level thing, rate thing. But overall, the top is it's really detailed and stuff like that. The paint job is just so detailed. As we come into the front of locomotives, they are very detailed as well. They don't have any windshield wipers, but the front looks really well. Like I said, the handlebars below the logo is supposed to be yellow. But overall, these have these little doors behind the handrails. I'm not pointing at the handrails, but behind the handrails looks like doors and stuff like that. I don't know, storage area. They did very well on that too. Athearn did very well on stuff. I think Athearn did. Some Athearn stuff is really detailed too. I don't know. It just seems like Atlas and Athearn kind of go with detail, but I think Atlas is a little more detailed than Athearn. But as we come into the front of the locomotive, you see they have no snow plow and stuff. And also, like you said, Joe, I think you said you didn't have ditch lights. My one's the same too. My one does not have ditch lights as well. They supposed to have 2 lights down here on the front of the locomotive, at the front of the locomotive. So yeah, anyway, this is a really detailed locomotive and stuff like that. As we come to the other side of the locomotives, they're really detailed as well. All the locomotives are great, the top is great and stuff like that. The 711 and 708, they only had 2 engines of Jeep 38s. And then later in my video in the fall, hopefully you stay tuned on my Iowa Interstate Jevos that are coming out. I cannot wait until 513 comes so I can run them with my Jeep 38s. As we come to the front of the 711, it's about the same thing. They're about the same thing, but they are just detailed locomotives. I mean, it just looks so real just looking at the locomotives. Stuff like that. It just looks so real. They're great looking locomotives. They just look so real. Well guys, these locomotives are great, so here's the cabin. I did the same thing on the light on the 711. They're both DCC units, but in another video I will promise to run them. So yes. But you know, anyway, they are great locomotives. They are great. Thanks for watching, guys, and stuff, except 711 has plastic couplers right there. But guys, thanks for watching for my video on my 2 Athearn GP38-2s Iowa Interstates that can be on a detailed look and a little bit they've been converted to DCC. So I would promise to take a video of these units running in another video, so please stay tuned for that. But Joe, hopefully you enjoy this video. Take care, Joe, and take care everybody. Bye.